Hi there, this is Sags, We're on Women. I'm not going to take anything that I said about trophy wife Barbie back, but I am going to thank her because yesterday she distracted me. You see, I was going to cover a news article that I came across, and I'm going to cover it today, but now I'm not going to talk about the article at all. No, I'm not, because I had time to think about the article while I was doing yard work this afternoon. And I may be onto something here. I think I may have figured some shit out, and I would like to share it with you. Now, before I get into this, I'm going to say that yes, I am a little bit of a conspiracy theorist, okay? Maybe a lot of one, and that's fine. Did you know conspiracy theory in and of itself, the word is also a conspiracy? But we're not going to get into that. So, I want to share with you, if you will take the time to wear a tinfoil hat like I do, and I wear mine proudly, what we're up against, okay? What we are up against. This is going to blow your mind. Let's start with the article that I came across. With the global death toll from the coronavirus pandemic passing 70,000 and the UK government considering keeping us all indoors, this morning we awoke to a vital debate that started on Twitter. Is the name Karen a slur? Now this comes from The Guardian. The Karen meme is everywhere, and it has become mired in sexism. Now, I know both of these publications are from across the ocean, okay, over in England, but Americans read them too. In fact, people from all over the world read them, and so do Karens. Ladies and gentlemen, they are going to weaponize the Karens against us. Yes, indeed, the Karens are the army. They are the soldiers, the ones who are going to snitch on us if we are outside. That is their plan. That is why these articles came out, so people will be afraid to call Karens by what they are, Karens, because again, it's mired in sexism. It's also mired in racism if you read the articles. This has been their plan all along. They want us to not only fear talking about the Karens, but once we stop talking about them, we will forget them. And when we forget them, they will come out of the woodwork and out of their homes, and they will turn us in for being outside. Don't believe me? Let's look at a few things I saw on the internet. Snitches get rewards. Garcetti issues new rules for construction sites, encourages community to report safer at home violators. Now, I heard he got some pushback from this, but it doesn't matter. The Karens were starting to come out of the woodworks. You are not a snitch if you report those defying stay-at-home order, local officials say. Boise mayor touts social distancing snitch line. This one's fake, but I thought it was funny as hell. This guy's onto something too. Karen from Medfield called the cops and snitched on the Easter Bunny for not social distancing on her front lawn. See, I'm telling you, this guy's onto something too. Now, this is what happens when you get too many snitches, too many Karens calling, and that is Riverside County changes coronavirus violations app amid snitching concerns. And why did they do that? Because we received several complaints that were not about businesses, but people in the community. Now, this is a ruse, okay? This is a ruse. They're making it seem like they only want Karens snitching about community businesses being open. No, they want them to snitch on the community as a whole. But they're trying to distract from that by putting out stuff like this. The same way they try to get Karens to snitch on people by putting out stuff like this. The white male is the biggest risk in spreading the virus. The white male is the biggest risk in spreading the virus. And this is from HuffPost. And you know a lot of Karens read that shit. Yeah. It talks about how white men don't leave their houses during tornadoes or don't leave their houses during hurricanes, probably because they're staying home to protect their shit anyway, and because they're not staying at home now, they're spreading the virus. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're telling the Karens, go after them. They also go after white women like me, but I'll talk about that at the end of this. It doesn't really matter that I'm white. I don't know why I threw the white part in there. They're just going after women in general or anybody that's out and about, even though they're out and about themselves. But I digress. I'll get into that again. So this is what they do. They put out articles like this, and then the women go, oh my God, we got to snitch on them. And they do. And what happens after they do? Woman attacks customer at supermarket over allegedly not following social distancing rules. They have them attack people, okay? They make them so insane telling them that people are out to get them and out to kill them because they're out in public with them that they start attacking people. And then when they attack people, they give them little cheerleading articles like this. Google and Apple's COVID-19 tracking system can't save lives all on its own. Now, you could make it sound like, well, it can't save lives on its own. But no, that's not how women read this. They look at that and they go, it can't save lives all on its own. It needs me. It needs me out there, turning people in, snitching on my fellow man and fellow woman, because they too are out in public. Because the funny thing is that no one realizes these dumbass women are out in public too. Now, today I had to go to the hardware store. And when I went to the hardware store, thankfully it was full of mostly men. There were a few men in masks. The majority were not wearing masks because they're not terrified of what is going on. That being said, I had to stop at the grocery store, and everyone in there was a woman, and everyone in there was wearing a mask. And not only were they wearing masks, they were eye-fucking me. They were eye-fucking me because I wasn't wearing a mask. This is my opinion. None of us have labs that are studying coronavirus in our kitchens, okay? So we don't know, okay? That being said, I'm not going to fucking wear a mask every time I go out in public. And above and beyond that, I'm not going to be snitched on by some stupid bitch that's also out in public. Because if she weren't out there, she wouldn't know I was out there. So I just want to throw that out there. Anyhow, I think you guys know where I'm going with this. Watch out for those Karens, okay? They're dangerous, and they are the government's secret weapon.